All right. Good afternoon, Unite for Her community, and happy Giving Tuesday. So, hopefully, if you are tuning in with us live on Facebook, you've been seeing many of the live videos with our Unite for Her members throughout the morning. And we will be continuing them at the top of every hour for the rest of the afternoon. So, before I dive into Giving Tuesday and my special guest today, let me first introduce myself. My name is Erin Pellegrin. I'm the Director of Culinary Nutrition and Education with Unite for Her, and I am so honored to be sharing our members' story with you on this global day of giving. So for those that may not be familiar with Giving Tuesday, and I'm sure many of you have seen emails or perhaps on your social media feeds of different organizations encouraging you to donate, that is what Giving Tuesday is all about. It is a day where organizations, charities, those that do work serving others are encouraging the community to donate to their favorite causes, their favorite charities, and just support the work that we do and many organizations do around the world to support others. So we're honored to share our work with you today and to bring you some of our members and their stories about how Unite for Her has impacted their life. So I am very honored to be joined by Deb Feiner today, one of our Unite for Her members. So Deb, thank you so much for joining me on this very breezy, chilly afternoon here in Eastern Pennsylvania.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here with you.
Oh, we appreciate you. And I think a great place to start is, why don't you just share us with our community, with those that are hopping on, watching live. Tell us a little bit about yourself and perhaps a little bit about your diagnosis.
Yeah, so I was diagnosed about a year or so ago, and it was quite a bit of a surprise, not very, very unexpected. And so tried to figure out the best way for me to share that news with people, and that was pretty tough. But I decided, to jump in and just conserve strength for taking what was ahead and the cards I was dealt with, basically. And I ended up having a great team of doctors, and it was
So important.
so important. And I had phenomenal family, phenomenal friends to support. And yeah, it's quite a journey. So I'm thankful to say right now I'm doing great. I completed my active treatment, and just doing the tamoxifen for now. So yes.
Got it. Okay, good. Well, we're glad that you're feeling well. So with your diagnosis, how did you get connected with Unite for Her? Was it through your medical team, perhaps through word of mouth or community? How did you get connected with us?
So there were a few ladies friends that I knew that had been diagnosed prior. So when they heard the news, they quickly, they quickly brought up Unite for Her. They felt it was life-changing. They felt that it was such a support system that no one else could kind of provide. And at first, I must have heard about it from like 5 different people who had such wonderful experiences. And I was reluctant just because I had all this new information coming my way from the medical world and insurance world. And I just didn't want to, I wasn't ready at that time to to sign up and, take that on. So I waited a little bit. And then after a few weeks or so, I did sign up, and it was almost hard to believe that something like this exists. It's so important. It's such a valuable program, and I just can't say enough good things about it.
Good. Well, and we hear that a lot, members that get connected, they may receive their care box in the mail, they may receive their passport with it, but they don't always dive in right away. They might not understand the scope of the services or what they now have at their fingertips. And, of course, medical appointments, treatments take priority, and sort of sometimes that box is set to the side. But at the point at which they start diving in, they get a better understanding, maybe they join that wellness orientation, they really understand, like, wow, I actually have a lot that can impact a person. And I know you and I have connected for gift cards, and I love every time we're able to chat and just check in. But I feel like that wasn't the most impactful for you. Why don't you share a little bit about what was really beneficial for you personally?
I mean, I would say that the biggest thing is that Unite for Her, they treat the whole person. It's the overall well-being as opposed to that one part of your body that's impacted by cancer. And there were things I didn't realize, side effects that were going to come along, hot flashes or things with skin, just random things that when you're going through treatment and you're going through anxiety and all of
Yeah.
those things. And acupuncture I had done way back when, but I didn't realize what a help it would be for this situation. And this program, it just kind of bridges the gap between the medical world and your overall well-being. So
Hmm.
Reiki, acupuncture, I even did a cooking class. So things
Love
that
that.
you can have long lasting, just to center yourself and make yourself feel more at peace during such
Yeah.
a scary time,
Yeah.
I think was probably the biggest help, the biggest takeaway from the program that I hope, I can pay it forward and others can reap those benefits as well.
Yeah, and it's a really good point that you bring up about acupuncture in this situation, but you did it in the past. There was a specific reason, but just the awareness that, oh, I didn't realize that I could use acupuncture for so many things that you were experiencing with your treatment and through your diagnosis journey, right? So that sort of learning and understanding of how these different therapies can help so many different side effects or really help a person and speak to their own well-being, like you said, really work together to really treat the whole person.
And that's just it. I mean, when you're diagnosed and you're taking all that on, I work full time. I have two teenage daughters,
Yeah.
a family, and I think you can lose yourself in all of that. So the bringing up of all the self-care that they offer, one of the coolest parts was the practitioners with
Yeah.
the massage therapists, and they're vetted, so it's not
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't really connect with them. They know your story. They have
Right.
extra compassion,
Right.
that really goes a long way. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was great. I
Yeah.
felt like I
Wonderful.
was in great care with each and every visit that I had with them.
And that's what we want for everyone. We are really particular about our providers and who the professionals are that are treating our members, because you have specific medical needs, right? Whether it's surgical, whether you have a port, whether you have lymphedema, whether you have a surgical scar, our providers are vetted in a way that they they are seeking that information, and then they know how to provide appropriate treatment, just like you said. So with your acupuncture, with your oncology massage, you can feel good that, okay, I am going to someone that knows how to treat you as an individual. But also the benefit is, even after a person's passport may run out, if they're not living with metastatic disease, you can continue to see that professional because they do serve the greater community. So now you have this connection. Now you have this long-term trusted person that is just part of your support team.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
And
that.
that's what it's about. It's that overall support, that is available to us. And it's just such a great service. And I think that vibe, it's just a positive overall sense of belonging. And, they
Yeah,
want to make sure that you're feeling, your best. And I think
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah.
To have that. There was just so many different resources available through Unite for Her. And I'm so grateful for that.
Absolutely. And we're glad that you found the resources that really spoke to you, that were best able to serve you and the needs that you have. And that's what Giving Tuesday is such an important day, because it allows us to continue offering these services, because we know that unfortunately that cancer diagnosis doesn't stop. So we're going to have new members come in, and we want to be able to continue to provide these very, very important services for those that may benefit or are interested in pursuing it. So I'm really glad that you shared your story and how it was impactful to you. We're really thrilled that you're feeling so well and that you're here with us just to share a little bit about your story, Deb.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Wonderful. Absolutely. So again, I want to thank everyone for popping on with us this afternoon for Giving Tuesday. Deb, thank you so much again for sharing your story and your time. And again, hopefully you will think about donating your dollars to Unite for Her, so we can continue to offer education, gift cards, integrative services like acupuncture and oncology massage to our members moving forward, so we can continue to serve. So thank you everyone for tuning in with us. Hopefully you will join us for the rest of the afternoon just to tap into other members that have benefited from our services. I know you'll be seeing me a little later today. So thank you again for your generosity and for participating in Giving Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, Deb.